heard you, Corporal Walther. And I hear you guys out there too. Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Mundaun. Last time we found ourselves trapped here. Okay, you're just gonna keep interrupting my movement until I talk to you again, huh? Wait, third day? What do you mean, third day? Oh, was that supposed to trigger, because I was supposed to go out through the house instead of going along the lower ledge? Huh, well, I guess we're starting that late. Anyway, I'm just coming back here because I realized that I never got this after the last part, after I had to respawn. Well, you just stare at me creepily as I make my way back, huh? Wonder if you disapprove of some of my artistic choices. Ooh, I'm gonna have to walk down this way back here. I'll be honest, I am sort of procrastinating having to deal with the beekeepers again. Although I do definitely want some of that honey. It's just always worth exploring, you know? For example, if we come down here, we can find another key. So we've got 2 keys right now for doors we have not yet met. They even stack. I've also got a box of ammo for a rifle I don't yet have. I've increased my proficiency in the rifle I don't yet have, which makes me wonder if it's not a rifle I don't yet have, but rather, well, I just missed it. I'm just in here taking another save. There is probably an optimal path for stealth, but I think it would also be wise to just be at the ready. Because as we saw last time, their vision cones aren't exactly always obvious. Staying far away, though, probably a good bet. Far away and obscured. Crouching behind a rock from these hooded figures, I feel like I'm hiding from ring wraiths or something. And there's a dead end. I don't know if crouching makes you less prone to spot me, but I certainly don't feel safe. What is that over in front of the cabin? I can see a lot of bees swarming in there. That must be where they're kept. Should I even be trying to approach them right now? Well, there's nothing at this hive right here. You'll go in there. Oh my! These are people being used as beehives. And you're unhappy with my presence. We could use a puff of smoke to get rid of you, but then that uses tobacco, which I don't know if we have a lot of. I don't know how much we have in a box, I mean. There's a lookout point over there, as well as another faucet. Oh, right, we got a key from you as well. Or at least I thought we did. Something glitch out here? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Let's get up here and fill out our notebook some more. Hello? Black Phillip. Wouldn't be the first time you've led us somewhere. Not even a bad thing. I mean, our headless ghost goat has taken us places as well. That was a good thing. You led us to Florina. Don't think I haven't also noticed that structure back there, overgrown. It does seem to be a theme in this game to trust in the animals. Like, goats actually seem to be a good luck charm more than anything. Even Black Phillip. This seems unwise. Oh. I was really startled for that by a second, but a beekeeping suit. Oh god. That is deafening. The fabric is heavy. I won't be able to breathe in it for long. Okay, that's a mechanic. I guess this means I can come up here now. I can crouch into here. And get the honey. You're not coming back. You are coming back. Oh my god! Oh my god, you just randomly took it off. Okay. Find refuge in stone hut. Back this way? Well, actually, probably the one with the walkie-talkie in it, right? Oh my god. Was there something on the screen to indicate that? Because your breath didn't even sound like it was getting that labored. I could hear it progressing, but it didn't sound like you would be just ditching the thing on the floor soon. Oh, look at that. More courage. And a save. Honestly, with the way courage absolutely screws you, it's almost like a Project Zomboid Moodle. But if we make our way around wide, we should be able to avoid this beekeeper's gaze. It is exciting to be constantly progressing up a mountain, and maybe it's just the nostalgia that's inherent to the setting. But for some reason I keep thinking of this almost like one of those kids point-and-click games from the 2000s or 90s. Where you can just see yourself making your way to the top at all times. All the different adventures and characters along the way. I mentioned it last time, but I think that's part of what I like the most about this game is how every area feels unique and memorable. Although it's still got plenty of darkness, as the fellow in the smoky hut can attest to. Is somebody there? Use proper radio code discipline. Over. I have all of it. Excellent. Then take some rest. You will be summoned. Over. Goodbye. Radio discipline. Over and out. Okie dokie. Well, I suppose we might as well. I really like how sleeping is such a big part of this game. Like, it really adds to the comfiness. The fact that shelter and familiarity is actually a big part of our own safety. It feels like they really thought about this, like it's deliberate. It's too bright in here to sleep. I should try to make it darker. We even have to make our space more atmospheric. Let's close these. Even with the light on, it's darker. But not dark enough. Can't sleep without our dream impaler. Oh, why did I go and sleep until nightfall? The stars are like eyes watching me from the dark. There's some lanterns moving across the pond. Are they the beekeepers or something else altogether? I think I could definitely use some more courage that honestly I should have pursued last night. Oh well, no time now. They're stopped with their beehives on their heads. Okay, you know what? I think I could use a late night coffee, actually. According to the sign, some of what I'm looking for might be found over here. I actually never did continue up this trail. There's a lookout. We need to fill in our sketchbook. I can see more lights moving along those lines. Are those cable cars? You tell me I've been doing all this and there's cable cars. That chanting is also growing louder. There's one of those things in there. Hopefully we can light fire to the floor. Because I don't have a pitchfork. These are the things I have to deal with on the way to make my morning coffee. Okay. Clearly we need to use one of these keys. Thank you. No, just don't see me. We gotcha. Oh, look at that. We're even throwing our hands up like we can't bear to watch. Don't worry. Even if they are sentient creatures, they're jerks and they deserve it. But those screams really are kind of horrific. Still, it does a great job of lighting up the night, doesn't it? Fire and pitchforks the only way to get rid of a hate creature for good. I think I'll miss you most of all, Scarecrow. Oh, look, we can even make the coffee in here. I mean, it's plenty warm enough. Place you... It doesn't work. It's really dark in this corner. I actually can't see at all, really. Let's grab that. What is this? The Covered in Spiders channel? It's only a portion of an illustration, but I already recognize what it is. I wonder what'll happen if we collect everything. Okay, I'm gonna get back downstairs and finish my coffee before moving on. Continue this way to the overlook. I'm definitely supposed to be investigating those lights, but I just feel like I've got to get all this done first. Paths just keep branching, and going the road less traveled will often be a good idea, such as when it leads us to a key. I don't know who's leaving these things everywhere, but nobody ever just keeps stuff in their pocket, which is probably a good thing because actually Florina and Jeremias are the only two people that I've seen in person since arriving here. Oh, look at that. When we go to sit down at an overlook, we'll actually place, what was her name? Allegria on the bench beside us. That is so nice. Alright, let's go. Whose cabin is this? There's no door handle on this side. No, but maybe if we look around, we can find something. There don't seem to be many windows either. Barn doors in the back. Although there's not really a lot of room to get something through. Maybe just storm shutters for a pair of big windows? Maybe coming down this way will show us something. Oh god, it is just so dark. I've actually noticed that when it's like very dark, we start to see like old-timey film scratches and dust. I'm starting to think that mechanically, the way keys work is that a specific key doesn't go to a specific door, that it's actually more like a currency where you cash in keys for opening doors. Boop. This game has made it so I actually get really excited for coffee. The idea that putting it on means like a permanent boost throughout the game? Yes, please. At this rate, it's probably going to be the first skill we max out. It's also possible that I've been missing food left and right. I wonder if this old soldier will have a rifle to lend me when he hears about the danger. Thank you. And thank you. Good stuff. Look at that! There's only a floating lantern, but the spirit of what looks like soldiers is reflected in the water. It's an island in the middle of the pond, though we can't actually get over there. It's like the ones who didn't make it home are forced to make this journey over and over again, never knowing that it's already ended. Oh, I just realized you're here. With that on your head, does that mean that you're dormant? Look at that. Those hay creatures, they move around during the night. But you're only during the day. Well, we can gain our strength here. Actually, it looks like over here I could make my way to that island. Oh, never mind. The game has gone completely pitch black on me. Why is that happening? I can actually walk in the water to an extent. I'm very slow, but I can do it. Walter, you crazy old nutcase, how did you manage this? What happened happens if I approach you? Nothing. It's only by the reflection that we can understand what you are. That is so cool. I should look around here first. Grandpa's lantern. Oh, we can actually take it with us. I didn't think it would let us. Meaning we're projecting that pattern all over what we see. I feel like we're playing an amnesia game now. Actually, I feel like a black and white amnesia game would be appropriate. Reflections aren't the only ones left behind. Of course, we need to go deeper. But don't give me another path if you don't want me to explore it. This looks like it needs 2 inserts to open. It's incredible how much variety there is in the spaces in this game. Well, I guess I should follow you then, right? You'll point the way. This place is a labyrinth. These stairs go downward, but you're facing this way. It's just up and down, like chutes and ladders in here. What is this complex even for? I mean, I imagine it's probably a remnant of the war that Grandpa fought in. But still, it's so incredibly convoluted that I can't understand why it would be built this way in the first place. But another light up ahead certainly is a reassurance. I just took some hay, I guess. Wait, what is with your bleeding? Sleep well. Was it even you? No, it might be coming from down here. I'm sorry, no humans allowed? Well, what about you? I guess you can't put in a good word for me? Alright, so what do I do then? Oh, maybe I can... Hey, my friend. Fresh hay. Yummy. There you go. Oh, and I can press L to toggle the lantern on and off. Thanks, man. I guess you just have to pay the toll. But even still, we're not done. Goats are a powerful imagery in this story, and I really wonder where it's going with them. Because they can kind of go either way. They've always been associated with the supernatural, but they've also always been helpful. I'm also really concerned that one of these might stand up and come after me at some point. Finally, something that's... Soldat! Attention! Eyes to the right! Do you always just hang out in dark corners like that? Oh, you got a goat of your own. A couple, actually. You trained this one to open bunker doors? That's incredible. You're raising an army of these things, aren't you? Even the headless ones are still loyal to you. Present rifle? I don't have a rifle. Did the enemy follow you? The war's been over for a long time. I know, I know. What do you have in your bag, then? Honey and schnapps. Schnapps. At ease, Soldat. Hand it over. The honey is for my niece. Okay, there you go. No? Ah, that's better. I kind of figured you would want both. I'm here because of my grandfather. Brigade? Battalion? Company? Rank? Okay, there were like 5 of you. Florine Caminada. Soldat Florine? You're his grandson? Oh, somebody woke up. Wait, that bleeding. I know that bleeding. Yeah, about that. You're gonna have to get real cool with some things real fast. Allegria? Oh, my dear Allegria. What happened back then in the war? Oh, my darling Allegria, what did they do to you? Your grandfather. What are you talking about, my grandfather? Look what happened to my beloved goat. It was all your dear, dear grandpa's idea. What idea are you talking about as if I didn't personally witness it? Leave me. I want to celebrate this reunion in peace. I don't want to look at his face. Your face. I guess there's a family resemblance. I need information. Recruit Florina? Come in. That is adorable. Take care of our guest. Over and out. I love how she doesn't even talk on the radio. Adieu, Corporal Walther. Dismissed. You are long gone. The bathroom. And over here is the bunks. You made a hay soldier. These were the best times of your life, huh? Maybe you don't feel so useful when you're not in combat. Maybe you always need a new enemy. Maybe you're not even aware that a new enemy is here. In any case, there's more rifle ammo. You wouldn't mind if I try and take yours, would you? After all, you've got your hands completely full. Hey, and we got the War Song channel. Florina. Oh, it's coming from here. I thought there was a ghost goat standing beside you. What's this you've got here? I'll just take it from you, okay? I guess that's fine. I guess we're good with that. I don't imagine she really cares. Huh. Do you like slaying too? You got the coziest bed we've seen so far. Hey, this thing leads to a fixed emplacement? You've got a cannon upstairs? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying you know how to operate it? Are you saying you have operated it in the past?
Hello, Florina.
Hello, Farina. You pulled a real Houdini back there at the Movil. I brought you something. Here you go. I like your room. What is this you've just given me? It looks like the key to a wind-up toy.
Oh, grazie.
Oh, thank you.
Addio, Florina.
Adieu, Florina. I've been given an item. So if I go further down... Hey, look at that, a working bathroom. I don't know what this does for me, but it is a mechanic I can make use of. We can even interact with the toilet paper. What I do with it, I'm not sure. I can't use it here and now. It always weirds me out that this game with pencil-drawn graphics actually has working mirrors. We still see our curse, but we don't see the man behind us. So, where does this cable lead? And we can place something in here. Ah, you act as a fuse! Oh, look at that! It's a little toy cable car! That is so cool / cute / awesome. But where does it go? Oh, up here and down. Its light will help guide us, but there'll be times where we can't see where it's gone. We need to try and head it off. Maybe this way? Nope, which means we need to go the other way. That's the ticket. We've got to follow this thing even when it goes into the ceiling. And the best way to catch up is to, well, end up where it ends up before it gets there. I suppose we don't strictly have to follow the car then, the cable is all we need. But I still like to look at it go. If I were a kid, I would be so stoked to live in a bunker and have something like this. At least for a little while, and hey, it's good that they have a project, right? Corporal Walter must have helped her with this. Then again, we've seen how independent she is. Look at that, it even speeds up when it's falling downward. It's got a little horn, that is so funny. What is this? You've got your own little chapel. This candle smells of incense. Maybe this can ward off some of those creatures. I'll put it in my lantern. So this thing now acts as a repellent. At least presumably, putting it in a lantern is a great idea. But yeah, these are very similar to the images that we saw in Jeremiah's church. It sounded like it was closing behind me. We are very deep underground right now. In fact, some might say that this place doesn't make very much sense. Did you make this, or did he place it here for me? You came before them and showed them a way out, but in the projection, of course, you being down in the house below the hill, you don't appear in the picture. You're the factor that no one else saw in their story of heroism. It's written in reverse. One unbaptized soul in exchange for burying the enemy under the snow. To be delivered on the 10th day after fulfilling this obligation. The domicile of the creditor inside Mundaun. The creditor inside Mundaun. Grandpa, who was the sacrifice? Allegria, you're peeking around the corner like a child that doesn't want to be seen. Maybe you were always more aware than you let on. And there's Walter, acting like he did something during the war. That's the thing, I get the impression he wasn't particularly good at that either. HR says the enemy is over the ridge. So be it. May God have mercy on our souls. Meanwhile, Jeremias is just fearfully looking in, knowing that something's wrong. Everything seems to be in order. You move like a wind-up toy. In fact, these scenes always feel like a little model. Just one brought to life that we can walk around in. That's how you did it, an avalanche which destroyed the enemy but spared the shelter. Now it is your turn to fulfill your side of the bargain. See you in 10 days. You know where I live. That effect was not as effective as the paper flying to you who was always stood in the corner. That was actually extremely well done. But man, way to make victory leave you with a sense of dread. Like, even if it weren't for the context of us knowing what this all leads to, Just something about seeing that happen just felt evil. And now the diorama is left as the aftermath.
Oh, dat, giajas faig.
Oh, Grandpa, what did you get us into? That's a key, and I think I know where it goes. Yep, it's even telling me Grandpa's house. Down here in the frozen and flooded basement of the bunker. I should spend the night here and try to talk to Walter tomorrow. Yeah, maybe by then he'll have sobered up. Actually, I bet that the door that Black Phillip is standing guard in front of is actually the one that was on our left when we first came in. So it's probably a shortcut out of here, even if the geometry may not make a lot of sense. First we have to get ourselves out of here. I think this is the way back to the labyrinthine corridors. Oh, you're showing me the way. He's not here. Florina, are you still here? You're talking in your sleep, or at least mumbling. Sweet dreams, Florina. Honeypot and radio by your side. Do we really trust this? Why not, I suppose? I urgently need to pee before going to sleep. Now, where was that bathroom? You just went. That's because I relentlessly explore everything. I explore it all over the place. You know, I already have the toilet paper. I'm really hoping I haven't... Oh my god. They're both sleeping. They're both sleeping. What am I gonna... I don't have anything to fight them with. This turned into Amnesia the Bunker really quickly. This lantern should do something to them. Oh no, it hurt me. You still seem to be okay, but now it's gone out. So what is this meant to do then? I mean, the hay was all piled up out there. Okay. Well, hello. I can't do anything right now, so I guess just kill me? Well, let me through. Maybe if I'm a bit closer. Huh, maybe that neutralizes you at close range. Maybe that's the idea. Alright, let's close the bunker door. We apparently don't need to wake Florina. I just assume she's supernaturally invincible anyway. And let's go to bed. You know, everything's perfectly fine. I wonder if they just deal with this every night. I guess you were cool at this and just got up and left. I should talk to Walter again, hoping his mood is better today. That's what I'm wondering. Maybe, like, this just causes them to freeze momentarily? Why do you even keep all of this here? Like, oh, I see. That's the tube that all the hay that we got in the moval went to. We can actually grab the pitchfork from the wall right here. Present rifle. Tell me about the pact you made with that old man in the war. Me. It was Florin who did it. He negotiated and signed with the other party. Because you were drunk instead of taking responsibility. I know. It was the only way. They were almost here. We would have first lost the mountain, then the valley, then everything. Tell me more about the old man. It doesn't matter now. He was taken care of. He's been imprisoned in the mountain for many decades. You were mistaken. The old man is walking free. So that's why you maybe did perform the sacrifice, or you didn't. Either way, you attempted to double-cross him. That's impossible. We tricked him. We trapped him. He transformed Jeremiah's chapel into a sinister mirror image. So it's not supposed to be burnt, it's just dark. No. He's in the mountain, where we left him to rot. Go there, and see with your own eyes. Yeah, I will, just like a plumber taking a look at what the problem is. Take Allegria. Maybe you can help her find peace. It's the least you can do. Atone for your grandpa's sin. She's with Florina and the other goats. Where is this prison in the mountain? Take the road through the tunnel to the summit, then the chairlift. The road up to the summit is blocked. But you may use our bunker cannon. I kept it well-oiled all this time. Some well-aimed shells should do the trick. I feel like with this thing, you could have caused an avalanche that would have wiped out the invading army without making a deal with Satan. You'll need this. Where's Florina? She already left with Allegria and the goats. They're grazing near that strange painter's house. Keep an eye on her. That's an order. As usual, you're not doing your job. Adieu, Corporal Walter. Dismissed. You know, whatever. Anyways, here we can do, no, we can do, yep. No, this must be the way to the cannon. No shortcuts for us. This guy's literally down here hiding from responsibility, but as we saw from that diorama downstairs, it's not going to get him very far. Look at this. It's all just so dark and creepy and dusty and old. And all of this hiding under the surface that we saw above, that idyllic, nostalgic countryside. And an evil that was always in the mountain that they thought they had gotten rid of. It's actually interesting that it's using so many tropes of, you know, the devil, the man downstairs, but they're making it seem more like he's a spirit of the mountain itself, something much more local and personal. But then again, I suppose he has many names. Fourth day. I should look around here before going further. Okay. There's a rack of a ton of shells still here. Oh, I see. This is that little shack that we came to that had no handle from the other side. Okay, now we just gotta figure out how to work this thing. That must be the obstruction they were talking about. Nice. Yep. This is how you clear the roads. We can't invest in a plow for the removal or anything. Boom. Look at this. Why don't we just trick the man into standing over there? You know, make a deal with him that, like, we'll give up our firstborn in exchange for clearing the blockade. And then just blow him away. Well, the road is now clear, and we should have the ability to drive up there. Honestly, it's like I could feel the poor air quality down here because all I want to do is fill in my lungs with cool air right now. This game is so cool. I love devil imagery. I'll be honest, I love the devil as a character. Even if that's not specifically what they're doing here, the inspiration is clear. And I love the idea of just this plotter, this tempter, who is able to hang behind everything, behind the scenes, just destroying lives with the utmost cruelty. Now the fog rises to cover you. We're going to have to descend into it. In fact, what happens if we try? Okay, you don't want us going that way. Never mind. Oh wait, this is a new area. I saw that before when I went back to get the key. That building was billowing smoke earlier. Let's be careful not to get pushed down the cliff. There is something here. An old military rifle manual. There we go. But we still don't know how to actually use it. Let's light this candle. The construction of a barn. There's the peaks in the background. Snowshoes. Very useful. Automatically when on snow, you can now move faster. That's cool. And we get some firewood as well. Look at that. That's going to become really, really useful as we make our way up. See, what I love about this is it's a walking simulator first and foremost, but it still rewards exploration, not just with being able to point out, oh, that's cool, but it's truly useful permanent upgrades. Things that really change the way you play. Oops. If we come down here, maybe we can go up and around, or no. It looks like this just takes us down to the water. Any reason why we'd want to do that? There's always something behind the waterfall. Yes! Do go chasing waterfalls. Find the waterfall cave. Good thing we've got this lantern. These rock formations are like teeth. We've got to crouch to climb in. Perpetual snow. Florina.
Hallo Florina.
Hello, Florina.
Lijm fajne koers to
I'll race you all the way down. The race starts as soon as I sit. This is so nice. Yep. Look at her go. Yep. Oops. I thought I was absolutely about to wreck this child. Sorry, I get a bit competitive when it comes to slaying. After all, I am a man of the mountain. Yep. Where is she? I don't want to totally leave her in the dust. Warning sign. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! And she... there's no way to turn it around. Hello? Seriously though, this is so nice. Not only for the quiet and peaceful scene that it is, but also, I love the idea of taking something that we know this character loved to do as a child and kind of sharing that with her. It's weird that we have this connection even though she never talks. Hooray, won the race. I was literally seconds away from doing it before. And she actually wasn't that far behind. In all these dream sequences, that thing glows, but what is it?
Hallo Florina.
Hello, Florina. I won. Good race. Pouts. Wanna race again? Great. See you at the top. You're the loser, so you get to carry both our sleighs. I'm gonna let you win this time. I'll be right behind you. Yep. That was totally not deliberate.
Hallo Florina.
Hello, Florina. You are fast. Nods. That's the best we're gonna get out of you, huh?
Yeah.
It's time for me to leave. Just little moments like that. It's one of many ways this game proves that it's all about the experience. It's not even just about the story. It wants you to immerse yourself. It wants you to be a part of what it's showing you. It really is just like one big drawing, a sketch that you get to walk around in. But now we've got to cross this bridge again. The real Florina, though I get the impression that really was her, will be waiting for us over by the artist's shack. You know, at a certain point, I do have to acknowledge the fact that for as much as Walter seems to resent our grandfather, his niece is seemingly named after him, unless, like, they just really are both that common of names. But literally one letter off, you can't say that's not deliberate.
Qua è Maled Florina.
Okay, she's supposed to be over here someplace. But where? He sits behind her. The painting is gone. Probably for the best. Now, where's she at? Must be over here by the goats. Howdy, Black Phillip. Really? You're gonna pet with that hand? Okay, what about the other one?
Che ha scaura?
What's the matter, goat?
Ah,
Oh, the hand. Sorry. Yeah, I guess they do actually acknowledge it. And Allegria is still part of the gang, so that's nice.
Hello, Allegria.
Hello, Allegria. Have you recovered from your dark dream? It's good to breathe fresh air again. And watch my descendants graze peacefully. You were present when my grandfather sealed that pact all those years ago. Yes, I sustained the soldiers with my warm milk. Walter wasn't a good corporal, but he was my master. And I was his favorite. What happened after the avalanche? He gave them 10 days to pay their debt. We need to go there now, to his cave. Maybe there's a way to stop him. I'll talk to you later. You will. Alright, I'll catch you later. We have to take her to the summit cave.
Hello, Florina.
Hello, Florina. I'm going to the summit. You should go back to the bunker now. It's not safe out here.
Adieu, Florina.
Adieu, Florina. Conversationalist as always, huh? But actually, I'm not going to the summit now. We still need to head back to Grandfather's house. There we are. As much as I would like to have my wing woman here, I really do prefer her being safe. Oh, and let's try not to run over any of her pets on the way out of here. By day, this mountain driving is actually really fun. You can feel all the little bumps and bobbles of the vehicle, even as we descend into the fog. Funny, it's almost like the fog rises to meet us. Like it's consuming the mountain little by little, and we have to race it to the top. It is advanced darkness inside the tunnel. At least for a moment. This takes us back down to here. So there is a bit of a fast travel inside the tunnel. It won't always be as long as before. Look, it's even starting to rain. But I'm glad we can actually come back and explore things further. I'm glad that the house kind of acts as a constant. Nope, that's not what I meant. I want to try using the chairlift. There we go! We get the achievement cargo. Use one of the funiculars. We can even see ourselves laying our tools on this thing. Those things are back! Oh, great. Awesome. You guys are here, and it doesn't even matter that it's daylight, I think. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell at times. But we're inside. Huh. I'd actually really like to sleep this off, but unfortunately I don't believe that's going to be an option. So instead, let's go try out some of these keys, shall we? We've already gotten into there. I can hear their howls outside. What is that? What are you? Oh my god! It's like a bell with eyes. Your tongue is the chime. Were you there before? Alright, well... Grandpa's things from the war. What a bizarre lock. Yes, but I have just the thing. I wonder if his gun is here? It is! Wonder how long he's been waiting to pull that one on me. There we are. Oh, Walther would be so proud. I imagine it's as simple as point and shoot, right? A crib, maybe ours? There's some ammo. And a wheel of some kind. There they are, raising a flag over that same still lake that we just slept by. That's where the beekeepers are. It's so awesome how surreal this is, and yet so many things start making sense as you go. But now I've got to make my way all the way back there. Right after we test it, of course. Let's just make sure our getaway vehicle is here. Hear it shuffling out there. Oh, come on. Oh, you make me inaccurate? That's really aggravating. Because anytime where I'm going to be using this, it's going to be that way. Okay, you have 3 weaknesses. Fire, pitchforks, and being shot in the friggin' face. Okay, so what have we learned? Don't even attempt to use combat in this game because it is just absolutely horrible. Move. Hey, move. And I just need to move on past. It seems like Lorena didn't take our advice. But of course, we're going to be hitting every single stop along the way. Sure is dark in here. And there's the next part of the picture. could set fire to all this if we wanted, and every time that's the case, I wonder why? More ammo, and more rifle. Well, we're getting halfway decent with it. Although I imagine fear, like this is with halfway through rifle and more than halfway through fear. It's like practically unusable if the enemy knows where you are. Which, I feel like if you're using a rifle, that's the time to use it. Back on the road. Wait, what does that sign say? Everything else is back there. Chairlift up here. Those are the lights we saw on the night before. Well, some of the lights we saw. We going into another dark tunnel? Sure thing, boss. Here we are, we're at the summit. Or at least the summit region will be there soon. It's all snowed over, it seems abandoned. It's funny how this place has actually been getting more dense the higher up we go. I guess it makes sense that Grandfather wanted to live as far from there as possible. I was able to grab your tongue from you. Wait, what did that do? I still have the toilet paper. Wait, what did that do? I can't seem to do anything to stop you moving. The storm last night downed some of the power lines. The connection from the wheels to the bridge lock wasn't interrupted, luckily. Oh, it's like some kind of goat kaleidoscope. I don't know what to do with this. You don't need to know anything, just keep spinning it. It's so cool. There must be some pattern we need to settle on, right? This whole thing is flooded with snow. Alright, we'll try over here next. Okay, this terrain is not very move-all friendly. An ad. I bet there's coffee here. Somewhere. Thursday. A lot of activity on the lift tonight. Well-dressed folk. On my night shift, I saw the dark carriage again. Curious that, a short line and yet a carriage unaccounted for. Okay. Still, there must be something more.
Quels pretendem que quel caffè fece coraggio.
Can't get on just yet. I'll probably have to follow these power lines. Really? That damaged me? Oh, it goes down a long way, too. Of course, I'm very interested in that mysterious little cabin in the valley there. Okay, now I'm sure there's gonna be a coffee nearby. I wish this were subtitled. No shoes, but I already had them. More firewood. But I still need coffee. Hello? What did you say? Watch on the other side. Which means there's another way in, right? Actually, it's probably taking the lift down into it. Skis. I was half expecting a ski mechanic when I walked up to these. Someone in there? Who runs the ski lift?
Yo,
Me.
the PBR's on.
Been running it for years. You're gonna need toilet paper, aren't you? Can you start the lift for me? Tell you what. I'll turn on the juice if you bring me toilet paper. Goodbye. Oh, look, there's even... All bathrooms need this. There's a little slot where you can hand over items that somebody forgot. Okay, there you go. Well, that mystery was solved. I'll turn on the juice for the lift. Thank you. Wait, you can... I love how you can do that from right there. We can throw the lever there. But I should finish exploring before taking the chairlift. I may not be able to come back down the mountain for a while. Well, there's courage to be found here. I could certainly use it. Oh no, a snowman! You were knocked over. Here, let me put you back together, friend. There we go. See, good as new. This game almost has like an infra sense of humor about it. Tone-wise, it has a decent amount in common. Oh. Hey, I just spied something over the hill there. What's that? Oh, this looks like the thing that was being worked on in one of those pictures. And there's a key here as well. Not that we've had any shortage. I remember this book. It's about the legend of a prisoner in the mountain. Yeah, we still have that book, actually. That's a good point. This has gotta mean something. It's got 3 different configurations. Alright then. Let's catch a ski lift. Oop. We get right on. Oh, we can pull down the handlebars. That's useful. And keep an eye out for that rogue car that's been spotted. Visibility has suddenly become very poor. And there it is. He's Flintstoning it. He's Flintstoning it. You know, your forefathers were just liars and cheats. They didn't hold up their end of the bargain. So, it's only fair that I reverse what I did for all of you then. Ooh. After all this time, they were still buried. Who is that? Why is the lift stopping? Did somebody turn off the power? It was one ply. He also reversed our deal. So here we are, only halfway up. I don't know if that's literal or figurative, but he is going to wash us in the army of the undead. That's where I need to go. Into the mountain. Alright, you should be able to drop down somewhere. Yep. This is the barn where Grandpa signed the pact a long time ago. God, just imagine, back then it was a war fought on a mountaintop. Now it's a ski resort. But all those scars are still buried under the snow and ice. What is this thing? The crystal from the pact. Still here all these years later. Search packed barn. What an objective. Personally, I'm more into dairy barn. Investigate bridge to mountain. Well, here we are then. We've made it to the place where our grandfather secured and doomed a future for us. Oh, look, it's another one of these things. Well, look, I don't know what's going to happen when we get up here, and I can already see that there's a lot to look at. Although the rising fog makes it impossible for us to backtrack. All I know is that if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. when we'll become just a little more courageous standing in our grandfather's shadow.